Hello, Gemini. Welcome to a timeless Justice for Gemini reading. Bear in mind a few things while we get ready for the reading is that you've decided to check into a timeless reading held with me, 7th, and that this is not a one-to-one reading that you and I have a lot of time for, all right? So it is important that you take your discernment and utilize all the bits and pieces and see whether or not what resonates and what does not. And may anything that does be taken with you and anything that does not may be left behind as you would leave the reading behind. Okay? A bit more information in regards to what this reading may or may not be is that remember that this attracted you inclusive with the word justice. However, be mindful that this reading is tied to one of two channels that I have, which is this one's connected to 𝗖𝘀𝗵𝗔𝗽𝗽, which is pretty much merciless when it comes to delivering her point of view. Okay, so be mindful of that. And however, expectations may or may not be met within this reading. Again, I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. Be mindful that I am a master healer that provides remote wellness and tarot intuitive insights, such as this one. If you'd like a bit more information on how and what it is that I do, the description box below has information for you. You'll see an onslaught of information in the description box, and not only how to book with me, and also how to come across a venture between both of my channels if you choose to do so. All right. All the content is timeless for your viewing pleasure. Be mindful that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, femininity has masculine and feminine energies, and masculinity has also feminine and masculine energies. All right, Gemini. Justice for Gemini. You need a good night out partying. The moon and the devil, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, you're afraid of letting go. All right, you're absolutely maybe even horrified. I'm hearing imposter syndrome, whatever that might be. But there is there's a difficulty yet very a very strange fuck it energy. It's like you're more or less being subdued by the devil energy here, all right? And the devil energy is entertaining the shit out of your life right now, okay? I would like to take the opportunity to disclose that I 7th read devil energy to be of the ego that challenges the self whether or not it operates of light and or of darkness or wants to play a game. If that sounds familiar or even intriguing, there is a series that I run on this channel called the Devil Series where I hold these conversations via tarot readings, and feel free to check them out if you desire to. But this is why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it, is that the devil's got a hold on you, all right? I'm hearing Ray Charles coming. Anyway, so interesting. We're gonna use that a little bit here. Ray Charles was blind, right? Made amazing music, very influential. Now the thing is, to be such a master at something, and in what most people would say, oh, you know, hey, but he can't see. That doesn't make him less able to do anything. It makes it even more intriguing that he was, and in that aspect created what he created. You know, most of us have everything going for ourselves and still complaining. You know, you find that a lot in people. Yet, what I think was challenging for you right now, Gemini, is the fact that you are in the concept of scanning information. A Gemini, wherever it is that you are a Gemini, whether that's known to you in your sun, moon, rising, whatever brings you here, there's an interest of understanding the full spectrum, and you are great at understanding the full spectrum. What you may not be good at is explaining what it is that you understand. But let me also then add a little reminder. True manifestation occurs from what it is that you have a full spectrum of. If sharing any of that is a need, don't hold yourself too weighted down by that need, that you need to express yourself, because there's nothing to be gained of the expression besides thrill for your own ego. And whether that thrill is seeing where you are or aren't in your life, where you rather be, or seeing that thrill of, oh shit, I didn't know I had it going on like that. I didn't know I was this powerful. I didn't know I was this infectious. And I think this journey is so important for you at this time to run amok in and really understand how you can entertain things that maybe are just culturally new to you, because you just never were in that position. You know, you were never, maybe you came from the countryside and never had a wild night out in the city, right? And so now you have that opportunity, and you're not dancing with the devil just because you're entertaining some things that sound intriguing. It doesn't make you a bad, malicious person just because you do things that maybe the average person next to you in the cubicle of the box office wouldn't understand. Knight of Cups. Like I said, you're meant to experience whatever the fuck this is going to teach you. You want to know the details, it's not going to be disclosed. But sure as hell, it's going to be about the things that are very important to learn in this life. When people deceive you, when people betray you, when people manipulate you, or when people ask you to sign up for something for a cause. You don't have to sign up for shit in order to feel or to be accepted in a community. Some of you, however, love to sign the contracts in order to be participatory in something. Alright. Fear not, Gemini, fear not. You may not be able to right wrongs, Gemini, but you can evolve. You are a gem in I. There's a gem in you. Now it's about to have a gem in the eye. Feminine, masculine energies of yourself, the teetering energies of whether or not you are feminine, masculine, masculine, and feminine, with non-gender specific denominations within yourself and everything that you experience. You have a very interesting opportunity to delve into the mysteries of what love is conditionally, and to challenge it to you seeing what love is unconditionally for you. And for the long run, determine what course of action you'd like to continuously achieve. All while having to accept a teetering, interesting mystery off weird vibe, unspoken vibes. The rebels. A little bit of the villain era coming through here. But like I said, there's a Gemini. You like to not only see the truth for what it is, but live in the truth for what it can and should be. I think at the same time, with all different types of opportunities that you didn't know are out there, or experiences that are out there, they're kind of shaping into like, oh shit, I didn't know that that was out there for me to be, me being able to even manifest that shit. So good for you to being able to be out in the world and be a bit exposed to things, because it's important to understand all options so then have a better choice. All right. And it's even better when you can go control the options that you have, you know, and then work in the favor of building inner courage, inner strength, inner empowerment, and really justify for yourself what is good for you and what is not, to learn valuable lessons from. There are many relationships that can come in and out of your life that may offer something. They may not all be fruitful in the regards that some of them you can look back on and may like think, oh, you know, that wasn't the best relationship or the best choice or the best experience, but they have shaped a version. Now it's about filling in that version, stepping into that version of why and how, and being raw and authentic with yourself. I think whatever connections or situations that you are in right now really offer you a wonderful opportunity to gain emotional maturity, and with that, emotional intelligence. And you're doing it with safety in mind, okay? And so are the people that you're in a situationship in. They're all more or less learning a role of their self, of their soul self in their life, past, former, future, whatever. And they're all more or less also faced with the same lesson that you're faced with. And so it's easy for everybody to kind of get together in this hodgepodge of existence and learn the lessons together. This is not communal. This isn't about it culty. This is not that. It's very much, I understand my value and I decide to do this. It's that. It's not like grooming. It's not manipulative. It's maybe teeters of who's a bit more emotional, intelligent than the other, who is a bit more wise about this topic than the other, who can speak on the situation a bit longer and more detail or different color than the other. But there is a very much shared equal energy. Yeah, shared equal energy here that everyone's kind of like battling and bringing to the table. But individually, they're all kind of lost. Sometimes you do have to break away from things in order to find your individuality, so that way you don't feel so lost within a crowd. So just keep that in mind and allow that to reflect in and of itself if it does come up in later terms. I do see more need for you to break away and take that step into Mother Nature, Gemini. I do see a very much need for that. Okay, you've been isolated, but now I think it's about not fulfilling the isolation with responsibility for others, but responsibility for self here. Yeah. Five of Swords, still running through energies that either are in alignment with you or not, okay? Are aligned with your truth or not. Still maybe dabbling with patterns that are going to force a narrative to what you've healed, what you have left to heal, what you have yet left to figure out, who you need as a resource to help you get to certain lesson plans to be able to finish the lesson, pass the pop quiz and the test, and get a passing grade. Ugh. The sets of reading have been wild on the nose. That's why. With fire signs, my nose was all Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Pardon me as I munch. All right. Oh no. Okay. Okay. All right, we have Joy, Sagittarius. So I think someone's going to come in and assist you in getting to the next steps, okay? Like there are many ways that some of you may need outside resources to come in and make you feel not as lost as you may have felt as of late. So I do see that coming in for you. All right, don't focus so much on when. Just keep doing what you can participate in doing, and then it will come, okay? Because yeah, just don't get in the way of it. You haven't been in the way of it, if that helps. All right, make it easier for you to understand what is and what isn't. You have not been in the way for this to come. We have Libra, balance. Like I said, you have not been in the way for anything to be put in alignment to you and for you. All right. You know. You understand this. You're balancing your ego versus your soul right now, and you've been on this battle for a while. But there's something that has been growing exponentially for yourself, and that's what you felt enough to not be in the way of it. And remain that. Don't remain in it, remain that, however. You're dealing with a lot of shit that is ancestral at the same time too. You know, maybe no one in your immediate family members could do as much of the work that you've done. So just keep that in mind when it comes to wanting material, having material expectations. Home will be a better topic in somebody's life by the end of 2025. Like not having to stress about it so much will be persistently made available at the end of the year, with Capricorn energy validating that. It's pretty damn strong. You like the journey. You're not complaining. You like the journey of individualism that you've had as of late, okay? There's a lot of anger as motivation coming through here, which you've been working in your favor. And now it's about taking that wild, energetical self within and taming it. And for some of you, it means healing it and accepting the way that the universe and you operate on that level for that communication to be a sound communication that builds trust, loyalty, determination, empowerment, and respect, starting with yourself and everyone and anything around you. All right. All right, with that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.